You know, many of you have heard in the news the story of Andrea Yates, the mother who drowned her 5 children while suffering from postpartum psychosis. Now, initially, she was convicted as a murderer, but 5 years later, she was retried and convicted as criminally insane.
And you know, one of the defense experts in this case is our next guest today, Puryear, a medical doctor and author of this book, Understanding Your Moods When You're Expecting. She's here with us today to tell us all about women's mental health in relation to their reproductive state. Dr. Puryear, we appreciate you being with us here today. You know, one of the things I'm always concerned about, and I know, I've had 3 boys, is I go through sometimes mental and psychological changes during the pregnancy. Your body changes, your state of mind changes. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, I think it's important to realize that we have this fantasy that once you get pregnant it's all easy and everybody's happy and it's smooth sailing. But there's really lots of emotions and psychological challenges to thinking about getting pregnant, being pregnant, and having a newborn.
Now let's talk about normal emotions, normal thoughts and feelings that come up for almost every pregnant woman to reassure women out there that this is kind of to be expected.
The thing I see most often is ambivalence. One day you're so excited that the pregnancy stick turned positive, and the next day you're crying because you think, what have I done? I've ruined my life. And a week later you're excited again. Just that ambivalence and fear about there's this enormous change about to happen in your life, and if you haven't done it before, you have no idea what to expect.
I've talked to a lot of my friends, and I know I went through this myself, where I had weird dreams. I would dream that I left puppies out in the cold, and I was afraid to go back and check on them because I didn't know what happened to the puppies.
Right.
I'd wake up in a cold sweat panicking, thinking, okay, am I going to do this to my child?
Are you going to be a good mother? That's such a common thing that women worry about. Particularly if you have had a difficult experience with your own mother, you worry, am I going to repeat the past? I've had patients dream that they were giving birth to squirrels, or I mean, just all sorts of things.
Yes,
bizarre things. I think that's the fear and the anxiety about, is the baby going to be okay? Will the child that comes out of me be healthy? Will I be able to take care of it, as in the puppies?
Now, we've been talking about normal expected feelings and emotions that happen during pregnancy, but there's been media attention on postpartum depression, but how much attention have we ever talked about pregnancy depression? Is this common?
It is as common in a pregnant woman as it is in a non-pregnant woman. And I used to be taught that if you were pregnant, you didn't get depressed. Women are more likely than men to get depressed, and at some point 1 out of 4 women in her lifetime will have depression, and that can happen during pregnancy. And the studies show that a lot of women who develop postpartum depression actually started having symptoms during pregnancy, and it needs to be addressed and treated.
Okay, we have very little time left, so in a nutshell, if someone's experienced symptoms of pregnancy depression, what can they do about it?
Go see the doctor. They may just be able to get some therapy to help with the transition and some of the struggles and anxiety they're feeling. Medication can be safe to take when you're pregnant, and being depressed is not good for the fetus. It's often safer to use medication.
True. Good point. Thank you so much. The book, again, is Understanding Your Moods When You're Expecting, a must-read for every pregnant woman. Thanks for being with us today. So you want to lose weight by eating restaurant-quality food? We've got a solution. We're going to tell you how coming up next.